Like a woman just died, was murdered by her ex-husband, and all you have to say is any wonder why she went to talk to somebody that she was men and women. Anyway, let's get on air.
No, I
Okay,
think we
thank you for the
should
story.
even be allowed to marry two husbands. I didn't see how we shouldn't be. If men can marry two wives.
Hey, I bring it up.
No,
Bring
it's
it
true now
on.
because what seriously is one man really enough? They never are. We just manage. So we might as well just have
The
extra.
Grapevine of the Smooth Breakfast Show. Entertainment buzz with the gossip.
Welcome.
Local and global.
Good morning.
Oh, celebrity
So
gist.
it's just something like
All right, studio is live. Mics are up.
Ah.
Good morning, and thank you for staying with us. You're tuned in and listening to Smooth 98.1, Smooth Breakfast with Ayo.
Valentine.
And it's time for us to talk entertainment, or to gossip, or to gist, however you want to call
Please,
it.
please, please. I always,
Hey.
I don't gossip.
Okay.
Please. Thank
All right.
you. I'm here to pass information. I'm an information portal. I'm an information portal.
Your information port. Okay. That's where the
Portal.
gossip comes from. Joining us in the studio, we have a special guest. His name is Mela. Mela, good morning, and thank you for joining us. Yes, a special guest. Are you excited?
I'm very excited.
Look at that.
Continue.
Look at that.
Doing a good job.
And the most amiable Fola is joining us again today.
Good
Fola.
morning.
How are you?
Very well, thank you.
Well done. Can't get past the gap tooth. I love it.
Oh,
Absolutely.
I'm
If you
so
want to see
emotional
it,
right
go
now.
on to YouTube.
Chef Jeff, please
My
pardon me. It's
day
late.
has been made.
Okay, it's okay, Fola. Thank you. Chef Jeff, good morning.
Good morning. I don't know where that was going, but okay. Good morning.
Thank you for
I know
joining us.
Folu
Chef
Stones
Jeff.
is listening right now, going Melanie popping because of Mela on the show right now. So I know that.
Look at that. Play on
Hi,
words.
Fola Storms. How
Well
you doing?
done. Shout out to you, Folu. In the meantime, Lagos, be sure to know that our message portal is still open. WhatsApp messages go to this number.
0809 444 I had to take it slowly so you guys don't accuse us of speaking too fast. 0809 444
That's right. And on YouTube, we're streaming live. Just type in the search box Smooth 981 FM Lagos. And you can watch us and you can leave a chat, a message there with a live chat button. And as in our usual Grapevine tradition, by the way, the Grapevine is brought to you by Verve. We start by reviewing songs, tracks sent in by you, the artist or the creator. If you're listening to us, please send it through to breakfast at smooth981.fm. If you have a new song out and you feel it's great enough for us to listen and review on the show, please send it to breakfast at smooth981fm Lagos. Our first song is from a guest himself, a special guest. His name is Mela. He calls this one Smile on Me. The link is already up on our Twitter handle at smooth981fm. Just type the search word or the hashtag grapevine981 to listen. Here's the song, Smile on Me.
Musician in me, that's what I do for a living. As I know fit.
Studio is live.
Yeah.
And that is the song Smile on Me by Mela. Guys, let's weigh in on this. Chef Jeff, let's start.
You know what? Are you ready for me to be very savage right now? Are you ready for that?
To be honest.
I mean, this is such a bad song. I would never listen to it in my life. No, that's a lie. It is a really, really great song. I love really how I feel like you are the child of Simi and her husband that just went into a time machine and came to the past.
Really?
Because that's the vibe that I get with this song here. And the fact that you say catapult me to my destiny, you know, the song, for me, it's a big thing these days to hear a song and listen to the chorus of a song whereby the chorus is not lazy. It's not just one line repeated over and over. There's something more to it. That's what I really love about this. And plus, once you put catapult, I mean, you just start. At some point, somebody must have been singing catapult of envy in the back of their mind. You know that somebody has done that.
I sang it.
You
while
know,
you were
so
talking about
which
it.
is one of the best songs ever, and I mean, like, not just Nigeria but in the world, to be honest. So this is also really, really good song. I just felt that, you know, at the ending you were kind of holding back a little bit. You know, I wanted to see a bit more, maybe some ad-libbing from you, or just a bit of a change of you know, what's it called, scale or something like that. But that said, it's a beautiful song. It's basically, like I said, you're like Cindy and husband just had a child, and then this is how this is
Came back
what
from the
this is
future.
what yeah, basically yeah,
Somebody.
it's very Terminator.
Somebody.
It's very yeah, exactly.
Fola?
Okay, so it's interesting because I've heard you before, and I know that vocally you have range. I like the song. I like the writing. I like the chorus. It's very catchy. I heard it like twice this morning, and then I kept singing to myself, "Hey, you know, smile at me," and like. But I have to be very honest with you. I think you can do better, Mela, because I happen to know how well you sing, and so I feel like, okay, maybe you're trying something different, and you know, so there's the Simi and Adekunle Gold, and there's a Kenny Kore vibe going on there as well.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I'm thinking, is this a new direction that you're going because the previous direction wasn't working? But it's a good song.
I think you should answer that.
Yeah.
Is this a new direction?
Is this
for
a new
you?
direction?
Is it an uncharted territory that you decided
It's
to
the
be
same
in?
thing I've been doing. I just wanted to do less this time around. I feel like less is more. I feel like when people have to hear me live, they see my range. I feel like if you're singing to people on the street, you cannot do too many things with your
No vocal runs and all that.
And I feel like the songs that make hit nowadays are not the songs that you hear doing and all that. So I feel like I could just do a few simple things and make the lyrics very real.
Yeah.
then
No,
catch
the
me
lyrics are real. I just
catch
feel
me
like
live
you
and
should
I'll kill
stand
you.
out. You kill it.
But I don't know that Pharrell or maybe Justin Timberlake would agree with you on that. If you're going to go global, and
Yes.
I understand that dropping a song is something that takes a lot of work. I do not underestimate that craft. And I would expect that you sing a song that's not just appealing to Nigerians alone, but
Yes.
you know, everybody at large, that's listening to it, or just, you know, getting onto the song from any part of the world. But
Well, okay. So I'll step on what Fola mentioned in terms of my mind is now blank.
Please don't let it be blank.
No, but okay, in terms
Wow,
of
that was
no,
the impression
sorry.
he left on you.
No, not at all. In terms of the fact that the song, it's a very nice song. Let me just go to what I was going to say anyway without jumping on anything. I like the honesty of the song in the beginning, and I think this is what a number of artists think and cannot express it as honestly as you did. In terms of the fact that we've been on the streets for for a while now, and I understand the free show bit, because even as an MC, you do it for exposure, platform.
Yeah.
And, you know,
I will help you with
I will
platform.
help you with platform. So it's very real and very honest.
Yeah.
And yes, what I was going to jump on was that it's very catchy. That's what I was gonna-
Yes.
yes. So
The
when I
chorus
listen
is
to the
catchy.
chorus, you know, I listen to and you want to sing again. Of course, Nigerians love prayer songs.
Yeah,
Heaven
there's
smile on
that.
me, and
There's
who does
that.
not want heaven smile on me too?
Amen,
Let my
God.
soul pay. You know, let the able shower your blessing. So so I like the fact that, and if that was your aim in terms of reaching that market, be honest about it. And I love the fact that you were, you know, just right now when we asked you, you wanted something that would be easy to fall in love with by Nigerians. You understand the Nigerian market, go for it. You have a great voice. When they come, when you catch them and they come for your live show, and you show them the dexterity of your
Give it to
voice.
them.
But you know, brilliant. I love the song. I will listen to it again because it's
Yeah.
something that is, you know, you can dance to your heaven smile and me.
I just feel like that dexterity could still come in just at the ending. That's just it. That was just like the that was just like the icing on the cake that was left to finish the song. Otherwise, it's still a great song. But you want to show this is you at the same time, not just the love child of two people.
Yeah.
and you want to make an impression. You know, if
Exactly.
this is the first time ever listening to any of your songs, and my first impression was, Why does he keep repeating this line? Oh, heaven smile on me over and over again.
It's
I understand
the
it.
chorus.
I know.
Have you
I know.
heard Godwin?
I
Have
mean,
you heard Shit Take Banana?
I got
And
tired
did
of
not
that
make
song
sense?
after a while.
No.
And not a long while.
No, I get the fact that you want to portray yourself in the more artistic light when you are doing the live shows, and I can see that about you because I've done a lot of these things to actually be able to see when someone can translate to the next level when they're doing some live stuff. But just a little pitch, a little pitch.
I would have preferred this song to be done on a higher key, or because it would have allowed you to express yourself vocally. I'm concerned about the vocals because I know he can sing, but here he's so comfortable, just hanging around the middle C and just enjoying himself. Raise it up. Raise it up. You
Well,
can
when
sing
are you going to
better.
drop your own jam?
When he produces me.
Oh, okay.
Oh, he's a producer.
So is that and something else you do? Are you a producer
Yes, I'm a
on the
producer.
side?
I am.
Who have you produced for?
Tiwa Bello. I've worked with Cobams before.
Oh wow,
Cobams is like
he's a
my
thorough
guy.
guy.
See, I told you.
Kobams is a perfectionist.
boss.
Cobams is back in the day. You were dropping 300K minimum for anything.
Let's just look away from the money for a second. You can't ignore it, but I mean, talking about he's very intentional with his beats, and I appreciate the fact that you worked with these kind of people, and would expect we're actually anxious to see what more you can bring to the table. And please do not play safe next time. But we'll check out the comments.
All right, so the comments here on Twitter: what a cocktail! Kenny Kore Adekunle Gold Simi mix with true emotions and reality. Serve some more Mela music. On WhatsApp we have this one Kingsley saying, but Kingsley will take that later. Osai says, I like the sound and vocals, but the words in the first verse is filled with cliches at Nelly's song, Mela. And then
we have to take a break. When we come back, we'll get back to your messages and review the next video that's up for review here on the Grapevine 91, as brought to you by Verve.
okay, so repeat the song.
Yeah.
Repeat the email.
Okay, guys, so we're reviewing Mela's music. This is Mela, just in case. Mela, say hi.
Hi.
That's. So where can they find the song?
Everywhere.
Everywhere.
It's everywhere, and people can follow you as
Yeah.
The
well.
video comes out this Friday.
This is
Oh, there's
Ayo.
a video for it. Beautiful.
Oh,
And
that's
it's going
nice.
to be lovely. So why are we not your video victims? Are we not giving them?
I'm not sure that
That's how it starts.
that's how we,
That's how it starts.
video vixens are like in their 20s. They're like
Huh?
Are you
22.
joking? Wait,
They're
are you trying
young.
to insult
They're
me?
like-
That's how it
Apologies.
starts
They're like
again. No.
university students.
So I'm not good enough. Let me give you a test.
No, Ayo, you're a missus.
No, who cares?
You should be video vixening Mario
Let me
Ese.
video vixen for you.
You should be video vixening Mario
Let me
Ese.
start now. Yeah, give me
I
something.
don't know what is going on
Like
right now.
that?
I don't
This
know
is
what's
how
going on
heaven is
right
going
now.
to smile on you.
I don't know what's going on right now.
I'm auditioning for the role of a video vixen.
In the wrong song.
Fola just insulted
In
me.
the
anyhow.
wrong song.
Can you imagine? It's for university students. For it says people who are 20.
You just have
How old do you think I am? 20.
girl.
I love the dramatic pause. Like,
Don't let us
let's just
Like I don't know what to say now.
let's just put that on pause.
Oh my god. Mela music.
Mela.
Are you still with David's what's that? Joshuaville.
Yes, sir.
Oh, okay. Nice.
You still love God.
Fella, you share your mic with him.
Okay.
Doesn't have to push this one.
Hug it now, take it home. When you're done. Who is the guy with the nice male vocal? Look at him. His name is Chef Josh.
Jeff.
Jeff.
Can you imagine?
Wow.
Jeff, I'm
Chef
sorry.
Jeff, they
I'm
said
so
you did not
sorry.
say
Steps
yeah.
onto the show
I am so
with
sorry.
Grapevine like me that I am.
I
and
know
does
you're
not
a Grapevine
remember
legend.
Wow.
I'm so sorry. You know what? The
I
only
have
thing
to,
I remember, I
uh,
remember the chef because I've been meaning to ask, like, okay, so
Everybody's been meaning to ask that part.
you know.
Everybody means to ask that part. They all want to take, but they don't want to know.
Okay, I want to know.
No, me I want to see. I've not been acquainted.
Lady Gwen, you've seen his face bar. It goes with the voice, huh?
I've not been acquainted with his chefry.
Oh, you haven't?
No.
Really?
So until they say the taste of the eating is in the taste of the
Pudding is in the
also.
eating.
So you can call, I'll stop calling you Chef Jeff.
If he cooks
next
as
week
good
you
as
don't
Oh,
he
you
do
people
looks,
are
then-
always looking for free food.
I'll be calling you Analyst
No,
Jeff.
see, me, I'm not looking for free
Okay,
food. I'm just
okay.
looking for food.
Okay, all right. That's
You understand?
That's
I
how
like
it
Yeah,
is.
I'm
to
looking
eat.
for free
That's how
food.
it is.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, you see,
I don't lie. I'm honest.
You see your life.
I'm true.
see your life.
A Nigerian.
I'm Nigerian.
Are you here doing free radio?
Oh, good question.
Are you here doing free radio?
Charge your customers.
You might as
me,
well-
You give me free. That-
No,
I'm not
let
saying
him
that.
be plugging his business
Oh,
on
he
the
does
show.
though.
now, so-
First Cheta, he wants to analyze Grapevine.
Okay. Hi. I just want to scream.
We're on air now. Studio.
Yeah. Okay, so we're going back on.
Studio is live. Mics are up. Studio silence, please. Those are the vocals of Sierra. If you just joined us, this is the Grapevine 981. It's brought to you by Verve here on Smooth 98.1. Beauty Marks is the song by Sierra. And she did a video of this song, a part in dedication to her husband, appreciating him for the love and affection he's shown over the years, and also celebrating her life in its purest form. Chef Jeff, your thoughts on this?
Yep. I was thought I didn't do that. All right. Sorry. Now, Sierra's done a lot lately to try and stay relevant. Which is not. I mean, a lot of artists are struggling with that now. If you think about so many names off the top of your head, so she's been lucky enough to still be able to push things going on here. This is a video she's directed and she was part of the editors for, and it's basically an appreciation love letter for each other, her and her husband and her family, and where things have come to be. It's basically saying that you show my scars or beauty marks, which I think is very poetic. For me, it's a simple video. The song it's smooth material. It's good if you want this is something that was chill, but it could very easily kind of come up on that being a little bit boring side kind of thing. And then there was a conflicting part because in the video it also includes her live birth. Like literally they pulled the baby out. You don't see that angle, but you do see the baby coming out. And I thought, on one hand, we see these things in a lot of TV shows and movies, and we're like, well, it's not the actual thing happening. And then here we are seeing it live. It's like, is there a problem there? Does anyone think that there's a matter there? I don't know the answer to that question. But it was really cute how, you get to see the interactions of, her son with the new baby and whatnot. I feel for her, a very personal project. I'm looking forward to seeing some more material, something that's more different, to be honest. But otherwise, it's okay. It's okay.
I don't like it. Seriously. Okay.
Hello, Simon Cowell.
Hi.
Simona Cowell.
My name is Fola Omoshalewa Folayan. Thank you. I don't like it. I don't like it because I think this drama we've had enough. Okay, you had a bad marriage. Now you have a good one. You found your Prince Charming. You're living happily ever after. Thank you. Can we move on now? I want to see the Ciara in the crop top and the jeans dancing. I want to see the choreography. The song is okay, but I'm bored already. And we see Ciara's love life. We've heard about it on
Ups
every
and
talk
downs.
show. We've read about it on every entertainment blog. We've had enough. Okay.
Okay, so would you rather hear her sad story? Maybe, heaven forbid, she broke up with her husband. Would you be excited to talk
It's
about her
not
story
that. It's
then?
not that.
No, it's not about that.
It's about what?
I just want.
It's an American wedding that you don't know if it's gonna last
I
because
just-
it's an American wedding. So before you know it, there's another video or something about
It's
the
another
breakup
Hollywood
or
thing.
something like that. And then there's a disconnect as well when you look at her Instagram, for instance. Like the image she put a lot of no clothes recently. So it's like there's that side thing that there's still that whole bad girl element to her, and then you now put out this innocent type
I
video.
think the whole thing is they're playing up an angle, and I don't know the angle they're playing up right now.
Yeah.
Because there's this whole I found God thing going on. There's this whole God is now in our lives. Future of whatever. What's his name now? The new
Russell.
guy.
Fu-
Yeah, Russell is now this wonderful man
Wow,
that
wait.
God has brought, and Sierra is in the mood where she's every single woman's inspiration or every divorced woman's inspiration right now, and all that. I just think it's gets overplayed. I'm cynical, I'm sorry, and I'm very suspicious about when people get into this mode where things are working and now they want to put their lives, they're now the pseudo motivational speakers. They now want to make their lives the example that all of us should aspire to or follow. Give me Ciara the entertainer.
Yeah.
Enough with the motivational
Yeah.
speaking, wanna be woman leader
Wow.
Ciara. I'm done.
Okay, all right. So for me and for all romantics out there, I thought the song was lovely. I like the song, and I like the fact. I like the fact that she showed it was. I mean, he cried at the wedding. You know,
A lot of men do. They're still
No,
So what? And
sociopaths.
so therefore what? So
Wait,
then
still
what?
nice.
Sociopaths and they cry.
Can I speak? All right. So I like the song, and I like the fact that we hear too many stories of bad relationships. We see many images of evil, you know. So when I'm always for someone pushing what is working, even if it's whatever how long it is, I choose to see what they're going through right now. So I really like it, and it was like a documentary though. That's why I think I didn't read in terms of the
there's
video.
that.
It was a documentary. It was just see my life, see how beautiful it is. But there are times in life when you're so happy you want to share it with everybody. It's just unfortunate that sometimes people then get sick of it after a while. But
Yeah, because
you're
we've
so
been
happy.
here. We've been here before. And
Yeah.
we've been here before with her too as
Oh, the
well.
last- I love the message of the song that I see now that my scars are beauty marks, and I think for many women and men we can relate with that.
Yeah.
That the things you've gone through could actually later someone can come into your life and change that so much that you don't see them as scars anymore but beauty marks.
Aptly said. But Mela, what do you make of the song? Do you like Ciara in that way, or you'd rather she just gives you the goodies?
I feel like it's very difficult for creatives to actually be vulnerable, and whenever they try to be, you should try to encourage that part. I kind of understand where my other people are coming from. I just want to see the Ciara that wants to entertain and jump around. But I feel like the side to her that she's trying to show us, and even if you think it's been overflogged, I feel like let's just appreciate the fact that she's found something different from what she's.
Is it
All
really
right,
that
so,
different?
so as much as I agree with you, Chef Jeff, when you got down the line of that part of the video where she showed us the real picture of how she gave birth, the real life
The
documentary
birth,
of the
yeah.
birthing process, that was traumatic for me.
Yeah.
I felt a bit too much to show on TV, but I do appreciate Ciara for that move. It's a very bold step. Not many people would be that confident to expose themselves and their personal lives that much to the world, albeit in a video, a music video. But then I would also say that, yeah, I see your point, Fola, that it's hard, boring, but I mean, love has to be celebrated. Like, we celebrate a lot of evil every day. We celebrate a lot of breakups. Continuously, you see social media becoming faker and faker every day. And I'm saying social media precisely to speak to the fact that we need to be more drawn to our humanity, more than living a facade every single
know what?
day. So
I would agree with
expressing
you.
that, I celebrate it.
I would agree with you if this was somebody else that we were talking about. This is
Yeah.
Ciara. It's been there, done that. The story
Exactly.
it's not a new script.
So
This is Hollywood.
It's not a
Bobby
new
Brown
script.
used to love on Whitney too.
yeah, but should you put a cap on love?
Yeah, I was gonna
and
say that.
and leave
Respectful.
evil to be celebrated to infinity.
Celebrate it, don't overflog it. I don't make it up as a
It's
standard.
What's overflogging?
Plus,
for
at the
you?
same time, sometimes because I love somebody doesn't necessarily mean that I must continue let the whole world know, because the only person that matters is the other person.
Yeah.
Okay. Benga says, Fola seems to be angry this morning. Just flow with the song now.
I'm flowing with it, trust me.
And Jennifer sent in this one.
Fola, she gave you Ciara the entertainer in Level Up Now.
Mhm.
Jennifer, hi Val. P.S. Hi. Val.
I don't like Level Up.
Oh, hi, Jennifer.
Okay.
Message here for Mela. It says that Mela guy is a bomb and his music a waiting bomb, as in B-O-M-B.
Thanks for the clarification.
Waiting to explode. Because I've worked with him before, and that guy is full of stops. Okay, please, can you define stops? We understand, first of all, he's a music director. I'm not speaking to the guy who sent the message. I'm talking about Mela. Mela is a music director, songwriter, keyboardist, arranger, music producer, and an artist.
Choir director.
Everything. Like, you seem to be all over the place doing all this. But what do you want to focus on? So if we watch you on stage, live on stage, where does your strength lie regarding instruments?
Okay, I'm a singer.
Okay.
I started as a singer.
Mm.
I went into production because I could not afford Cobams and I wanted Cobams to produce me.
Ha.
So I had to
I
learn
will
from
tell
him.
Cobams.
I like that.
That's really
So
good.
I had to learn from the best because I wanted him. I couldn't afford him. At that time it was I think charged them $3,000 at the time.
300K from what I remember.
So,
Naira.
Speaking from experience.
so I have to do many other things to
Mm.
be able to
You see?
do the kind
I
of
like that
Wise,
story.
wise.
So in terms of a production, now, have you ever had a song produced by Cobams yet?
He will not produce me.
Oh, fantastic.
Because he
feels
taught
like,
you.
He feels like I'm good at what I do. He says it
Good.
everywhere on the radio.
I'll
on
see
TV.
that.
So what songs have you produced? I would love to know the
It
work
says
you've done.
produced for T.Y. Bello.
No, I mean the songs he's done,
Okay,
not
okay.
just the people. So what songs have you worked on?
Holy Ghost Air.
Oh,
Yes, I did that.
wow, fantastic. That's by T.Y. Bello. by the way.
Gloria Primer's album. I have 2 songs on there.
Which one?
Amazing.
Mm.
One of the songs. I
Look
can't
at
remember
that.
the title.
You've done so many. You can't even-
Mojisola song.
Yeah.
My name is Mojisola. I think she
Mm,
went up here.
mm,
I
mm.
did the song.
Well
I
done.
produced the song. And a few others. And I produced over 50 tracks for myself. And
That is amazing.
some ready to push out. So I got you.
Alright.
done.
You're a hard worker.
Nice.
Alright.
Kunle seems to agree on WhatsApp. Kunle
I
says,
am officially impressed.
okay, Fola, we hear you. So got some Mela Oriaku, my guy. Your song is amazing. I think it's just perfect.
Oh, thanks.
And thank you so very much. Everyone who's listening, if you want to send your songs for us to review on the show, please send it to breakfast@smooth981fm.fm. Right? The show is called Grapevine 981 and it's brought to you by Verve. We'll take a break. We'll be back after this. We need to get into the
Holy
stories.
Ghost
I
Air
only have
was
10
good.
minutes.
It's such a good song. It's so good. Really, really good. But why are you doing only gospel
Let's read those
musicians?
messages.
though?
Though. Just read.
Gospel
All the
singers.
ones that you just clicked.
I
Just read
can't
them.
do enough. I can't deny
All the messages you just clicked.
No, but some of them are not. This one,
okay.
This one,
Pay plenty money.
Okay.
yeah, this one.
now.
Yeah.
See,
Because
money,
you know
there's
why?
money in production.
Because when we get
Paid
into the
enough.
stories, people are going to
Yeah.
send stuff.
Sure.
They-
Do you have
they
your
already think that I
management?
don't.
Do you have
Yeah,
management
yeah.
that you're working with?
So this one is yeah.
I love I'm a little bit.
I had to just
Wow.
bring people in when come back and have a plan for them.
They will be the one to have fun. Let them come and show you
Studio.
their business plans.
Okay.
All right, guys, we're back. Mics are up. This is Smooth 98.1. You're listening to The Grapevine, and it's brought to you by Verve. On a sad note, we are going to talk on the death of Kedrick Jennifer, the wife of Atto. Chris Atto got married to this wonderful lady last year. The news was all over social media. Just last weekend, we got the heartbreaking news of her death, of her demise, as she was shot just in front of her office. Guys, let's just go into the story because it seems a bit curious for me. It's very troubling. I felt really worried for Chris Atto, precisely for the fact that just a week before we heard about this death, we heard that there were rumors of breakup between both of them. First, he deleted all the photos of her from his social media, and now details are being revealed to show that Chris Atto and her were having issues, maybe not unconnected with the fact that she was married to somebody who was incarcerated for crimes. He was accused of drug running. That's talking about Ricky Jennifer, the Kedrick Jennifer's husband, and he was put in jail for 20 years for running a drug distribution ring, according to a report from the police. And also, documents have shown from the Department of Justice website that he pled guilty to these charges in 2015, but they just got divorced in April of this year. And we heard Chris Atto and this lady, Betty Jennifer, got married last year. But guys, your thoughts on all these factors, really?
It's sad, really,
Yes, it
to
is.
hear this because, and I think that, okay, I heard that the reason why Chris put down all her photos on social media was not really because they were having problems and such. Maybe they were having problems, but because of the trolling. People, Nigerians especially, why are we like this? Like, you just go to someone's social media, you don't even know them, you don't know the circumstances, you know the issues, and you rain down abuse.
No, Nigerians know
It's
them.
unfair, so they've been trolling Chris ever since the marriage between Chris and Dami,
Adegbite.
broke. Nigerians have gone every time Chris puts a picture.
Mm.
It's been one insult and one dragging after the other.
It's because we like to stand our own.
You know,
Ah.
is it really standing? I don't
Chef
understand
Jeff.
that kind of stance.
I have to actually let you guys roll with this one because I didn't understand the script when it was put to me. So I
You haven't
I
heard
don't
the story?
I don't understand the script in front of me at all. It looks like Mandarin, and I don't speak Mandarin. But so I'm going to let you guys go with that one.
But you
But then that
understand the
said,
history.
so from what my understanding is, technically speaking, she was married to two men. Well, that's not what the official story is, obviously. But the divorce had not gone through throughout that whole time. Okay, that's
All right, so for me, and I'll share this very quickly. I think it's quite unfair, and Fola and I were speaking about this the first time we broke that someone's just died, and what people are putting up as a headline is married to two men, or women are evil. And I'm like, can you just be sensitive? You don't have to always have a sensational headline.
yeah.
And the fact is that it's not painted as a true picture. We all know these things happen sometimes. I'm not excusing it. I don't know the real facts because this is what's just being reported. But we know how it is when you're dealing with the divorce and it's taking a long time. You meet someone, you fall in love, and you do your traditional rites before you go on to do the white or the formal ceremony. And you're just because you want to show some commitment to that person. Is it right? Is it wrong? It's I can't. I'm not judging that today. What I'm saying is that people are being hypocritical by highlighting the fact that, oh, she's married to two men, oh, she's evil. Does that justify her death? Does that justify that someone was murdered in cold blood? Does that? It's not sensitive to a new husband or someone who was in love with her who just lost a loved one. So I think let's face the fact and stop, trying to smear her.
Yes.
Exactly. And
And
people
it's-
should stop the insinuations about Chris as well.
Yeah.
Because that's been flying around that, oh, okay, so who's suspect? Who put out a hit on her? And
Because it rang as that's an assassination.
yes.
Are
It
they,
was an
are
assassination.
they
It was,
Nigerian?
that's what the
Pardon my ignorance, but are they Nigerian?
Chris
or are
is
they
Ghanaian.
Chris
He
is
was
Ghanaian.
married to a
Okay.
Nigerian
Okay,
actor.
alright.
She's Caribbean,
Actress,
yeah. Okay.
and it's actually I think reports have come out that her ex-husband is actually culpable, so he's been investigated for this.
I think that should be the main focus of the story itself,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
not to be that she was married to people at the same time. Sometimes these things can even happen accidentally.
But Mela, I mean, if you see these things playing out, are you familiar with the story? But do you empathize with them? Would you be able to, as a normal human being, what will be your focus in this kind of story?
Sad, man.
Very.
So sad.
Yeah.
People shouldn't just be saying these stuffs about Chris. Now they should. He's
grieving.
grieving. That's the word. And I feel like we should empathize with him first.
Exactly.
Details of whether she married to two men or five men, or whether her husband is still incarcerated or.
Is it material at this point, really, to be honest? This one, please leave your names, add your names to your messages so we can take them. Biggie from Keto says, I love the voice of the gentleman in the studio. His name is Mela. However, I feel Chris, talking to the story, I feel Chris is like a lost man in the center of a fire. To me, the whole thing looks like Z-Word or Nollywood story. I feel really
Honestly.
sad for him. And thank you very much for your message, Damola. We see them. Now, can we talk very quickly? Let's just touch on this story about Naira Marley and Zlatan Ibile,
Yes.
even if I just want to skim over this story. So the EFCC, the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, arrested Naira Marley last week and Zlatan, and if you saw it wasn't a mugshot though, it was just a picture they took, to arraign them. It looked like the album cover. But you guys know the whole story, how it started by, having Naira Marley really ranting on Twitter, or rather just displaying on social media, saying that, boasting about the fact that he can get money from Yahoo, glorifying the act of internet fraud. What are your thoughts on this, saying that they've been arrested and the investigations have been ongoing? Chef Jeff.
Okay, from a legal standpoint,
Yes.
although Fola is the better one to speak on this side, there might be grounds for an investigation, no matter what the case may be, because you want to check and cross that box, whether he was involved or not involved with the victims and so on and so forth. And on the other hand, to be honest, anyway, it's still not something that you should be glorifying. At the end of the day, that's the honest truth about it. You should be more mindful that you can try and change the narrative, especially when you're an artist within that space. I would have preferred you come with a song that says, "Oh, don't get caught up," or something like that. But I just feel if you're gonna glorify, then, and this is where you are right now, then you're just gonna pay the price. But then the thing is, there's so many loose ends in our legal system that, quite frankly, this is something that just might blow over very quickly.
That's what you suspect?
I hope not.
Fola?
I have a different angle. And the different angle is, if Naira Marley did not come on Instagram to make the statement that he made, would he have been arrested?
Would you have gotten the attention of the Commission?
Exactly. So question is, when you go to arrest someone, you must have done your investigation and found proof that a crime has been committed. And then you do not arrest and then start investigating. So are we now going to say that every unpleasant or socially unacceptable opinion would warrant an arrest? I understand the sentimental attachment.
That's an interesting question.
I understand the fact that we all don't support or approve of internet fraud.
Yeah.
But
don't say we all though.
No, we all in the studio.
Well, we all in the
feel-
studio,
all right,
exactly.
we don't.
But as unpalatable as that opinion is, as unacceptable, as distasteful as it is, I will ask questions. Why should he be arrested based on that statement? So let prove that a crime has been committed and then arrest. You don't arrest and then start investigating
can
and
do
looking
is
for a crime.
Prove that a crime was committed, use that as evidence, the Instagram
Yes.
post as evidence, and then
No,
arrest.
but,
But
okay,
if you,
so-
but if I
but then
can-
was
if I
he
can make this
arrested or
comparison-
detained?
No,
I
but
think there's
this
a
is
difference
EFCC
here.
statement that intelligence report also has linked them to cybercrime offense. Also, they said that what they've said has they plan to use information volunteered by the artist to charge them to court. So they're brought in for questioning based on intelligence report, and then the artists also have said some things that have given them enough evidence to take them to court. So we have to bear that in mind. I don't think it's just because of an Instagram post that they've been called in for court. Of course, that would have put the spotlight on them. But they also, and again, they can be. It's only for us to then find out what kind of intelligence report that EFCC
Exactly.
has.
See, the thing
to
is,
have.
Exactly.
AFCC don't play, but it doesn't mean that they are not sometimes malleable. I would just leave it at that.
But then also, let's not downplay the fact that regardless well, if we may consider statements on social media to be not very serious, but they are becoming more serious by the day. An example, Trump. So
will
you
bite
can't
you.
you can't make a statement carelessly on the internet and assume that you can go scot free.
So where's the freedom
first of
of
all,
speech?
hang on.
No, it will bite you in the
Excuse me,
future.
just
James Gunn, for instance,
let me
look at
conclude
what
my
happened with
statements,
him.
please, guys. So the thing about it is, as much as you want to make careless statements, you should also remember that you have a responsibility to the amount of people that you influence through that platform. And that's one. Two, if you make a statement that's indicative of an intention to commit a crime or supporting the crimes being committed, you can be questioned by
Yes, you
security
can.
operatives.
You can.
It might indicate a sort of link or
Yes.
connection.
We have had incidents
It
in
can be.
people
I think-
who spew hate crime on social media and say that, and people tag EFCC or the police and say, please watch this person. For him to say such a thing, it means that he needs to be watched. In terrorism, it's there. And because internet fraud is a big deal in Nigeria at the moment. So it is the focus. When terrorism was a big deal, or is still a big deal in the US and in the UK, anything you put on your Facebook status, they
Say-
were coming for
I mean, we
you.
talked
The-
about
the-
something similar just last week. Sorry. Go ahead.
Okay.
Go ahead.
I have a big problem with that, because when we say, are we now saying that people should be getting arrested for their intentions?
If you glorify a crime.
No, they can be indicted
Who,
for
who decides
questioning.
what is glorification?
Fola, let me
The
ask
young
you-
So
man
there's
spoke
questioning,
his mind.
and then there's being arrested because of the guilty side of things. But we talked about something similar just last week with the guy that the actor that stabbed his wife and said he was going to
He would
stab
do it
her
again.
again.
Yes.
Because that was on social media. That's
And there
evidence,
was evidence.
that can be used against you. All right. And once you said you would do it again, you're guilty from full
Did
stop.
EFCC find evidence before these men were arrested?
Full out, I'll point you to the office. Maybe after the show, I'll drive you guys so you can ask. In the meantime, we want to especially thank you, Mela, for coming on to the show, and thank you for blessing us with the music this morning.
Thank you so much.
But then I use blessed deliberately there because you seem to be a gospel-centric artist. Are you delving into the secular world now?
I'm not gospel centric.
You're not.
I'm an artist.
Okay, you're an artist.
Yes.
You're not a gospel singer.
Nigerian artist.
So you have dropped your choir master certificate because I know you.
I love God and I work as a musician.
All right. How do we connect with you and get your songs?
Everywhere, Mela Music, music with the K. So on all platforms.
Mela Music.
Yeah.
Okay.
And plug out, please.
Thank you. I'll see you again on Thursday
Mm.
on the Grapevine.
Chef Jeff?
Yeah, find me at Chef3000, Twitter, Instagram, and I will see you guys again right here on the Grapevine on Smooth 98.1.
And find me at Ayo Mairo Ese. I'll see you in a few minutes for Lagos Talks
We'll
91.
be talking to you at the top of the hour, Lagos. This is the Grapevine, and it's brought to you by Verve.
Line of the